in.
Hey there, you must be Natalie.
Hi, Joe.
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How are you doing today?
I am good. How are you doing?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Been in here a few times. I never knew who owned the store. That's really cool.
Yeah?
All my friends, a few girls I know, they like to shop here. Said you have very trendy clothes.
And shoes.
Shoes too. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Well, thanks for meeting with me. I know we talked a little bit over the phone about kind of how you're handling your payroll and tax filing right now. I think you were telling me that your CPA kind of handles everything for you.
Yes.
Okay. What all do you do on your end as far as getting him the information?
I have to take it over to him twice a week. I have to gather everything together, hours all written down, and take it over to him.
Perfect. Well, what I'd like to do is just kind of tell you a little bit about ADP, how we work, you know, a little bit about what we found doing studies about small businesses, and just kind of see how it fits with you and see what you think about it.
Okay.
So, basically, from meeting with business owners, we've come to the conclusion that there's three main concerns for business owners. Cash flow is one of the main ones. You have people management and then risk management. Your cash flow is basically just making sure that you have that cash on hand to do the things that you need to with your business. So in your instance, maybe buying the new products, you know, making sure you have the new line for the season,
right.
You know, that type of thing. People management, you always have to have good people for you. You need good salespeople on the floor that are knowledgeable, and you want to be able to keep those people once you get them trained. And then risk management is another big one that most people kind of don't even think about. It's kind of swept under the rug. But just making sure you're in compliance with all the IRS deadlines and wage rates and things of that nature.
Okay.
So those are the three things that we found that businesses really have to concentrate on to be successful. Also, from meeting with our business owners, we've kind of broken down the business into four categories. We like to call them startup, survival, takeoff, and success. Your startup, you know, is day one. You're getting that loan. You got your business plan. You're excited. You're getting the doors open. You know, and you're just, you know, you're there doing what you can to make sure that you're moving forward. Your survival is, you know, you're starting to get the hang of things. You got a regular clientele coming in. You're still busting your butt every day, but things are looking good. You're seeing that light at the end of the tunnel. Takeoff is going to be where you've really kind of made it. You're established. You're known. You know, you're a known business in town. You're doing really well, and you're able to kind of start expanding and thinking about other options, maybe another location, or maybe doing some sort of online retail, something of that nature, just something to grow the business and kind of generate more revenue.
Sure.
And then success, you know, why don't you just tell me a little about what would be success for you?
Well, we have a pretty good business right now.
Mm-hmm.
We've got quite a few clients, and I'm looking at opening another store in South Shreveport.
Awesome.
But eventually I'd like to be able to come in, work when I want to, vacation when I want to, pretty much have this ship run itself, and have multiple locations.
Perfect. Well, you said eventually, so if you had to kind of place yourself in one of these four categories, where do you think you would fall? You could be in between one or two.
We're probably in between survival and takeoff. I'm looking for a location right now in South Shreveport for my new business.
Awesome.
So, you know, we'll have to.
Perfect. Okay. Well, I'm going to throw a few stats out there just to kind of, you know, tell you what other business people feel like they're in your same position.
Okay.
Basically, the number 48% of small businesses have concerns with cash flow, which means that, you know, that's one of their main concerns. They're always kind of wondering where they're at and if they're going to have the funds necessary to continue doing business the way they are, or, you know, try to do a little bit more. You got 58% of a small business owner's time is spent on administrative tasks. So, you know, I know you said with your payroll, you're giving that over to your CPA. But as far as your new hire reporting, your state unemployment,
I handle all of that.
You're handling all that. Okay. And then do you keep, you know, good documents, good records on your employees?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay. All right. I understand. It's a lot. It's a lot to do. 7 out of 10 businesses are out of compliance. That's something I kind of wanted to hit on because I feel like a lot of times it's not a main concern, but it can really sneak up on you. It can tear the business down if you're not careful. There's a lot of deadlines, you know, there's a lot of time frames that have to be met as far as the IRS and paying certain taxes. And then even small things from labor law posters. Do you have one in the store anywhere?
I do, and they solicit me all the time to update it, but it's like $100 or something. So.
It is. It's expensive, and it seems like it's not necessary. But you know, if they ever were to come in and check, it's a fine. And you know, those fines add up definitely. That's part of our service. We supply those for you. So I'll bring one out, just get you updated so you don't have to worry about that.
That'd be great.
Okay. And then last little number here is 1 in 4 employees are looking to kind of leave the position that they're currently in.
Okay.
And, that's big because you spend that time and that effort getting the right people in place and training them the way you want them to be. And you feel like you have a great salesperson, and then they leave, and then you're just kind of high and dry. You didn't know it was coming. So we have a lot of resources we put in place to keep these employees here and make sure that they're happy here.
Okay.
So just to kind of give you background on these numbers, the cash flow was done by Visa. Who better to tell you a little bit about cash than a credit card company.
Sure.
The administrative task number, 58%, was done by our Human Resources Department in ADP.
Okay.
7 out of 10 are out of compliance is a number from the IRS.
Okay.
And then your 1 in 4, was a Harvard Business study. So
Okay.
that's kind of where those numbers came from. So basically with ADP, like we talked about, we have the options that are going to help you with cash management, employee benefits, our compliance, things that we put in place to help you stay compliant.
Sure.
And then the innovation and integration, we try to integrate all of our services into one platform for you. It really streamlines the whole thing. And the innovation, we're top notch. Our newest program is made by Microsoft. It's called Run. You can do it on your iPhone. I see there, or if you have an iPad, you can do everything mobile. So I know you're
Okay.
you're out right now looking for new locations and you're looking to expand. So being flexible like that, I feel like could be a benefit to you.
Sure.
So now that we've gone through that, do you see how kind of addressing these concerns would be something that could help your business?
Yes. Yeah. Definitely.
Okay. Well, I want to kind of get down into the nitty-gritty of it and just show you a few of our options here. And I'm going to highlight a couple, and then I'm going to let you highlight 1 or 2 that you think would be something that you'd be interested in learning about. So definitely our payroll and tax filing services is something that I think is really big.
Okay.
Right now you're paying a CPA, and oftentimes CPAs, they charge by the hour, and their billable hours is fairly high. I'm not sure what you're paying right now, but
About $200 a month.
$200 a month. Okay. Well, we're usually considerably lower than what a CPA would bill hourly.
Okay.
So that's just something to keep in mind. Another thing that help with that cash management is our workers' comp premium payment solution. We do a pay by pay instead of paying premium up front. How do you currently handle your workers' comp?
I'm paying monthly.
Monthly.
I pay a deposit and then I have to pay monthly.
Perfect. Okay. What ours does is, since we're doing your payroll, we take out just a portion every pay period. You don't have to pay that upfront deposit or that premium up front, and then it really alleviates that end of year audit. Since we're doing it for you every pay period, it's very precise, and there's not much plus or minus at the end of the year, I guess you'd say.
Okay.
Let's see, for the people management, I'd just like to highlight the, let's see, excuse me, I can't find it. Oh, there it is. The mobile payroll and employee access. So for your employees, if they ever come to you, they're trying to buy a car or a house, something like that, and they need to pay information, we have access for your employees. They go on, they set up a username and password, and they can always go on and see their check stubs and a rolling 12-month of their check stubs and their W-2s also online.
Okay.
So that's kind of helpful for you. And then as far as risk management, we talked a little bit about labor law posters. Your payroll tax filing is something that we're always going to handle. And then SUI management is another big one. Have you ever had any kind of unemployment claims from?
One, yeah.
One? Okay. How did you handle that when that arose?
I called the state. I sent them. I had a firing document. She basically stole a shirt from me. So,
Okay.
and then she stole from me again because she got unemployment off of
Exactly.
me. So.
Okay. Well, what we do is whenever you receive those letters, you just forward them to us. We look into the matter. I think we have like a 90% rate of getting those kind of dismissed, and we also kind of go over your unemployment insurance rate every year 2 times upon request.
Okay.
So it's very helpful, and we just kind of take that burden off your shoulders there. So
That'd be nice.
I'm going to let you take a look, and if you see anything under the cash management, people management, or risk management that you'd like to hear about. Perfect. All right, good deal.
Sorry.
So you highlighted electronic reports, which is huge. Got it. Electronic reports is huge because you are dealing with the CPA. You would be kind of taking the payroll in your own hands here, which is good. It kind of gives you a little bit more control. But anytime your CPA did need something, we can give them access. They can go online and they have all your reports there live up to the day that you run the payroll.
Okay,
So if you run today, your CPA can get online and see the exact numbers for you.
Okay.
So those are our electronic reports. And then you can also print off reports like your liability, what you're going to be responsible for that pay period. All of those are live, and you can print them whenever you want to.
Okay.
So you also highlighted our direct deposit and prepared checks.
Yes.
So you'll be able to offer now direct deposit. What is your CPA currently doing? Just writing the checks for you?
No, he prepares everything and then I write the checks.
You're still writing the checks. Okay. So what we have here is our direct deposit. You can offer that, so we'll sign them up, and whenever you run the payroll, it's usually by about midnight the night, it'll hit their accounts. We also have prepared checks, and then it's a thing called ADP checks. Basically, we would take the portion for the payroll out of your account, but then we write the checks out of our ADP account. That way your banking information is not out in the open like that.
Okay.
Your checks can also come signed, stuffed, sealed, ready for you to just hand out the next day.
Okay.
So that'll take off a lot of that time that you'd spend doing that.
Does direct deposit cost extra?
No, it's all included in our basic bundle. So, then you highlighted retirement services, which is huge. We talked about keeping those good people here. Do you have any kind of retirement plans you're offering right now?
I have my own mutual fund, but
Okay.
I don't offer anything to my employees.
Perfect. Okay. Well, what we have, and for the size of business you have, we have a simple IRA. It's very inexpensive to get going. Like I said, we integrated it into our payroll system, so it's streamlined. The administrative task is zero for you. We're going to handle all that for you. And oftentimes, after you get the tax credit back for offering a retirement plan as a small business, you're only looking at around $200 to implement the retirement plan. In the IRA, you have to match 11% over 5 years. You can pick 1, 2, or 3% your first year. Just get comfortable with it.
Okay.
And it's really great. It just gives your employees something to work for in the future and look forward to.
Okay.
So after we went over these features and I've kind of showed you how I think it would benefit your company, do you feel like comfortable? Would you like to proceed here?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me get some paperwork for you and we'll get this going.
Good deal. Should we Harlem Shake? Harlem Shake. ADP, what?